Hey Celiac and the Beast friends, and welcome to our YouTube page. I just got back from Portland, so I wanted to hit you up real quick and let you know about some of my favorite choice Portland gluten-free restaurants and of course bakeries. Now, of course, you see me sporting the Kira's hoodie today. Kira's you cannot miss, even though it's in Lake Oswego. And Lake Oswego, an amazing place that I definitely could never ever afford to live unless I don't know, won the lottery or had a gazillion YouTube hits and like was famous like YouTubers, but that's not gonna happen. So I can just go to Portland, visit Lake Oswego, which is about 45 minutes away from downtown, on a medium-ish traffic day, and go see Kira's Bake Shop. Now, Kira, you may know her from Cupcake Wars. She won about 4 or 5 or 6 or a bazillion times, I don't know, and beat regular bakers. That's a whole thing about Kira's, is it's so good it can stand up to gluten-full food. Incredible. So don't miss Kira's Bake Shop. They have some dairy-free items as well as some vegan items too. But what they're most known for, maybe their cinnamon roll, delicious. Definitely contains dairy and a lot of it. Butter, cream, magic, whatever else comes from a cow, that's delicious. But she also has a bunch of other items, her bouche de Noël and Christmas time. You cannot miss Kira's. Don't be afraid to go, even if you are dairy free, but make sure you go early because a lot of her stuff sells out. Now, once you go up to regular Portland, a little bit north of Lake Oswego, you've got a lot of different choices. Now, if you're looking for a restaurant, might I suggest 3 of my favorites. 1, Breaker Brewing. And I know brewing sounds like it's just about beer, but it is not. While it does have the most extensive collection of gluten-free beer that I've ever seen, including a bunch of rotating seasonals on tap, they have an extensive menu, and their chef is very friendly with modifying things to be gluten-free and dairy-free, as well as egg-free too if you need it, including dairy-free fried chicken nights. Again, so don't miss Breaker Brewing. They are incredible. They also have homemade desserts that they do that are just out of this world that you would not expect from a brewery. Their beer, of course, is just out of this world. I cannot explain it to you. It's certified gluten-free beer, and it is also made with chestnuts and sorghum, but lots of seasonal flavors. Things are always changing, but their IPA is probably what they're best known for. Second favorite restaurant. Okay, let's go for it. Let's call it my second favorite, even though they're all my favorite, really. Corbett's Fish House. Now, why do I love Corbett's Fish House, also known as Hawthorne Fish House? 1, they've got 3 locations. So Corbett's, Hawthorne, as well as Corbett's Fish House in Vancouver, Washington, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump over the river to Washington. Although technically it's still really Portland, honestly. It's closer than what Lake Oswego is to Portland, so just head over there. We've got so many great fried foods on this menu. Got fried French fries. Okay, right? Which are great, but dedicated fryer, so awesome because there's nothing else being fried in this place other than gluten-free fried food. French fries, okay? Sweet potato fries, awesome. Fried pickles, yeah. Fried cheese curds, and then of course fried fish. Now you can get your fish fried in 2 different ways. One with just kind of a light rice coating, and the second one is beer battered, and they use Redbridge for everything, as you can tell by the giant stock Redbridge that they have in the back of the house. So lots of really yummy, safe food. And when was the last time you really had fried fish with a beer battering, right? Probably not since you were before celiac. So you've got to check out Corbett's Fish House, also known as Hawthorne Fish House in the Hawthorne District. Third probably favorite, Cultured Caveman, which is a 100% paleo restaurant. 100% paleo, caveman, cultured caveman. Any hoodles, lots of amazing paleo things. So it's that means it's gluten-free for those of you who don't know paleo, gluten-free, dairy-free, as well as peanut-free, which is awesome because peanuts are a legume and they don't do legumes in there. So you can also check the menu for other things that it's free of as well, including eggs. They've got some nut-free as well. They've got AIP menu, so autoimmune protocol menu, lots of great stuff there. You cannot miss the following: bacon wrapped dates, so good. Cauliflower parsnip mash, yummy, something you'll probably never have at any other restaurant. And also fried fish tacos. And I know that we just talked about fried fish at Corbett's. This is a different kind of fried. It's paleo, and it's served on cassava tortillas. It's so good. And of course, bone broth is in like literally everything there, including their buttered coffee and all that jazz. So if you are into paleo, make sure you go to Culture Caveman. It's a little bit out of the way in Kenton, the Kenton neighborhood, which is northwest Portland. But it's definitely a not miss, especially if you have a rental car. Another restaurant that I just went to also has multiple locations. It's called Verde Cochina, and it's a, I guess, small chain of, it's dedicated gluten-free. Everything in the menu is free from gluten. You can also modify to be vegan, vegetarian, as well as dairy-free. Typical Mexican food, but in a very like New Mexican kind of twist. It's a great place to eat. Pretty affordable, got a lot of really great drinks. You can get agua fresca there. I had this enchilada with pork. Oh, their food is just really good. Big servings, also chips and salsa, which I could just probably eat for the rest of my life. So that's a great place to go to as well. Another restaurant that I love is Andina, but it's also super expensive and really hard to get into. You've got to make sure you've got reservations, but it's a high-end Peruvian restaurant. Sit down, you've got to get the octopus. Even if you don't think that you don't like octopus, it is so good here. Ceviche, out of control. I mean, this Peruvian food is too legit to quit. So you'll definitely want to check out Andina. Make sure you score reservations in advance and know what you're getting into price-wise. And also, be aware, Andina, the one thing that I hate about you is that you have one bathroom downstairs. What's up with that? As a celiac, I always go into a restaurant and scope out where the bathrooms are. There's one thing about Portland restaurants that I'm really noticing. They have like very limited single stall bathrooms. I'm not into that, right? A lot of the restaurants I just named had that. What's up with that, Portland? I don't know. So this is things I think about in Portland. So let's talk about the bakeries next. I already talked about Kira's, which is in Lake Oswego. Let's talk about the bakeries that are in Portland proper. New Cascadia has to be hands down my favorite place to go. And it's not just a bakery, it's also got selected lunch items too. So you've got this like pizza with this crust that is like, oh my God, it's like a real like gluten-full pizza. Like I've taken people here and they're like, I cannot believe that this is gluten-free pizza. It is incredible. I don't know what they're doing to their crust. You can buy it, by the way. It's fresh. You can buy it there if you live in Portland. Their pizza is incredible. They don't have a dairy-free option, but oh my God, I would just eat the crust. Seriously. Also, the best bagels and the best baguettes in the planet. Okay, so maybe just in the US because that's the only place that I've traveled. But out of the entire US gluten-free bakeries, best baguettes, best bagels, hands down, you've got to get them. And when I say you've got to get them, they've now stopped selling them online. So you can only buy them in stores and at select Whole Foods. You've got to get these bagels. I swear to God, I jones for them like an addict. It is insane how good these bagels are, as well as their baguettes. Just get them, buy them for me, ship it to me, I'll pay you back, I promise, with that YouTube revenue, you know, that I don't make on this video. But sure, I'll pay you back. I mean, just like a couple baguettes and like maybe 12 dozen bagels, that's all I need to get me through this month, right? Right. Gotta go. Also, they have really great breakfast sandwiches. Don't miss their breakfast sandwiches. Must get. Other bakeries, we've got Petunia's Pies and Pastries, which is actually one of my favorite bakeries. I just never get to it because it's in a really busy part of Portland that I hate parking at. It's near Powell's, so of course it's got so many tourists, but it's a vegan, gluten-free restaurant, primarily baked goods, right? So we're talking pies, cupcakes, ice cream. They've got everything. But again, another annoying place to get to and to park at, but so worth it. Don't miss the Marionberry pie. Marionberries are local to Oregon, and it's just like so incredible. I can't even believe their cakes are so good. And actually, one of my favorite sandwiches in all of Portland is there. It's this mozzarella pesto sandwich. It's really good. They also have cocktails as well. It's a great place. It can get super busy and super dirty because you're bussing your own tables, but it's a really, really cute place to go to if there's not a lot of people. It's very pink inside and frilly, and it's just like So yummy. It's so good. I just hate parking to get there. But man, so good. You cannot miss their pies. Their pies, probably the best pies in all of Portland. Another amazing gluten-free bakery is in the Alberta neighborhood, and it's called Back to Eden Bakery. Back to Eden, again, is 100% gluten-free and vegan, but it's in like this little teeny tiny shoebox, and you go up and you can order things, but there's no room to sit down. So in the past year, they actually expanded it to be a cafe, so a full-fledged sit-down cafe. Not only can you order things that are like the baked goods that you see, like the vegan scones and vegan muffins and cakes, and of course they have a vegan froyo machine. I mean, so amazing. I'm there. You can get a shake there, like a vegan gluten-free like ice cream shake. Oh my god, where can you get those anywhere else except for, there's like one place in LA, Erin McKenna's, that you can get that, but like I honestly think that this one's better. Anyway, so the cafe, fully sit down, fully gluten-free menu. It's very hippie-ish inside, so just know that when you're sitting down, that whole neighborhood's like so hip and so cool, but like very laid back, like peace man hippie style. I love it. That is like my type of Portland. Like, keep Portland weird, that is it. And I love Back to Eden. Like, give them support and love, and so good. I took their yummies to Christmas this year, so it was actually a great find. I love their stuff. I love being able to eat gluten-free and vegan, which is so rare anywhere else in the country except for Portland. My God. Safely, that is. And then another great place to go to is Gluten-Free Gem. Now, I will say that Gluten-Free Gem does not have as many dairy-free and egg-free things as some of the other ones that are obviously all vegan, so they're dairy-free and egg-free, but they have really high-quality products. If you're looking to take someone to a very clean shop that has, breads and cookies and muffins laid out, it's a great little stop. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it is a great one at labeling. So everything that they have, easily labeled by color code, by gem style, what's dairy-free, what's egg-free, what's vegan, etc. So it's a great brand. It's not necessarily my favorite bakery, but again, it's a dedicated gluten-free bakery. And if you were lucky enough to just have one in your town, but Portland has like a handful. So these are great places not to miss on your next trip to Portland. And of course, you'll definitely want to hit up Powell's, which is like the coolest little place ever. And if you want to find some great cookbooks, that is the place to go in Portland. There are so many amazing things to see and do in Portland, but make sure that you're planning your trip around all the great places that you can eat, because there are so many not miss gluten-free and dairy-free, egg-free, vegan places in Portland to eat. So make sure you're planning your next trip to Oregon so you can check out Portland. Thanks so much, Celiac and the Beast fans, and we'll see you on our next video.